The most watched moment of a World Cup match might not have been the goal itself. It might have been a split second after it, when millions of fans did the same thing at once. They searched. Google says that after Argentina's winning goal against Egypt, the search saw the highest numbers of queries per second in its history. Welcome back to Business Insights Daily. I'm your host Shank. And today we're telling the story behind remarkable digital moments that happened not in a boardroom, not in a product launch, but in the middle of a World Cup knockout match. Because this wasn't just a sports story, it was a behavior story, a curiosity story, and in a very real sense, the story of what the world still turns to when something big happens in real time. Argentina's comeback win over Egypt triggered a record setting spike in Google search traffic, with Google saying that the record was measured by the number of queries per second immediately after the winning goal. Google later confirmed that the top search after the match was Argentina versus Egypt, while other popular searches included Lionel Messi or whether this could be his last World Cup. Argentina's win, the last detail, is important. This tells you what people were doing. They weren't just checking a score, they were trying to make sense of a moment, understand the game, player, maybe even the end of an era. And that instant, Google search became the world's collective notepad. So, why does this matter to business? Because it shows that even in a world crowded with AI chatbots, social feeds, and algorithmic recommendation, there is still one universal habit that has not gone away. When people want an answer fast, they still search. Google controls 90% of the search market, which makes moments like this remind of how deeply embedded the product remains in daily life. The dominance matters more than ever because Google is being challenged by new AI tools that promise faster answers and more conversational reaction. But this World Cup spike reveals that search is still its strongest, even when the question is immediate, emotional, and tied to a live event. Think about what happened here. Match was unfolding in real time. Argentina came back. The winning goal landed, emotions spiked, and within seconds, the world moved from watching to asking. That's the powerful product market fit. It's one Google spent decades perfecting. But the most fascinating part about the story may be what people ask next. Why? And why does every great sports team seem to turn into a legacy question? Messi's name draws its own gravity. When fans search for him, many want to know how many world goals he has, while others ask the question underneath the question. Is this his final World Cup? That kind of such behavior is emotional, not transactional. It's the digital version of leaning in and asking, am I watching history? That's one reason that sports are so valuable to platforms like Google. Sports compress drama into seconds and creates bursts of attention. These bursts reduce search traffic, and search traffic is one of the clearest signals of what people care about right now. In this case, the signal was unusually strong. Google says the search broke all our pre-usage records, and reporting around the event noted that the spike also mirrored the company's product claim that search queries are at an all-time high. So here's a deeper habit. Live events are reveal the internet's reflexes. During a World Cup match, people aren't waiting for a polished explainer to curate a newsletter. They want the fastest answer available. They want context. They want certainty now. This is why sports moments can still move Google so dramatically. It's not just about the scale of the audience, it's about the simultaneity of the audience. Millions of people are reacting at once, and that synchronized curiosity creates the kind of traffic that tech products built to dream about. It's also a reminder That search is not dead, even if the conversation around tech sometimes makes it sound that way. AI may be changing how people ask questions, but it not has not yet replaced the instinct to Google something the moment happens. That instinct is especially strong when the event is global, emotional, and highly shared. The World Cup's all three. Because it is all three, it becomes a real world stress test for digital platforms. From a business perspective, this is a masterclass in relevance. Google did not have to create the excitement, it simply has to be ready to absorb it. And that's what good platforms do. They show up when the world is already ready around for another essential. It's also a branding lesson in the background. Google remains a place that people trust for a quick answer in a chaotic moment. The trust is easy to overlook because the product feels so ordinary. But ordinary is also another word for essential. For a company facing growing pressure from AI powered search alternatives, this is a useful reminder. Raw habit still has enormous value. People might experiment with other tools, but when the stakes are immediate, goal, score, player, the legacy question, many still default Google. So, what did the World Cup really break? Not just a set record. It exposed the enduring power of human curiosity at scale. Right after the winning goal, the audience didn't even pause to reflect. It searched. And maybe that's the most revealing part of all. In a tech landscape obsessed with what comes next, this moment reminds us that some old habits are still the strongest. Thank you for listening to Business Insights Daily. I'm your host Shank and we'll see you next time. As always, stay informed, stay ahead. Thank you.